Good morning, Delaware Rising fans. Thank you for tuning in this morning for this Women's Northern Ohio Soccer League matchup between Delaware Rising Football Club and Mansfield Liederkranz. We just have started the opening kickoff. Liederkranz will have the opening kickoff. Delaware playing out of their own end for the first few moments of this ball game. They'll have a goal kick taken by the starting keeper, Bree Rogers, taken short. Delaware trying to clear the ball out of the zone. Mansfield putting some pressure. Ball is crossed over to the other side of the 18-yard box. Number 11 has it, looking for an out pass to try and set up another inward attack. Delaware able to get to that one, clear it upfield. You will notice this morning that the Delaware bench is empty. So Delaware, all 11 players in the starting lineup will be on the field for the full 90. As that ball comes across the far side, crossed into the middle, deflects off of a Mansfield defender. That one will be out for a Delaware corner kick, the first of the morning. It looks like number 10, Kendall Duke, will set up to take the corner kick on the far side. Delaware with some players in the box as that kick comes in, swung into the middle, hits the ground in the box. Finally cleared out by Liederkranz. The ball finds its way all the way back to the Delaware back line. Madison Starr will play it forward. Finds Kendall Duke again. Kendall plays it forward, has Rachel Austin in the box. Rachel with a couple of defenders in tow. Passes it out to number 30, Bryn Blackstone, who crosses it in. Austin gets ahead to it, but it rolls out for a goal kick for Liederkranz. Bit of pushing and shoving on the near sideline. No whistle from the referee. Mansfield playing up with possession. That ball is crossed into the box, but finds its way to the keeper, Bree Rogers, who will punt that ball forward to restart Delaware's attack. Ball into the midfield. Fight between Kendall Duke and the Mansfield defender. Duke able to play it forward for a second. That ball will roll out just in front of the Delaware Rising bench. Mansfield player has a right-footed shot, finds its way to the keeper, but Rogers is there to knock that one away a short distance and scrambles over to pick that one up. Delaware coming off of a 3-2 victory last weekend, last Saturday against Panthers FC, as Mansfield plays that one into the box. Shot is taken. Rogers gets to it, manages to get a hand to it, almost corralled it. She lost the handle on it, and that ball finally rolls out for a Mansfield corner kick. Their first corner of the morning. Good work there defensively by Delaware Rising to clean up what could have been a very messy situation. The corner comes in, finds its way to Bree Rogers, who catches that one without any issue. Good defensive set piece there for Delaware Rising as Rogers will restart things on the kick. Zakowski with the ball, fighting. Put it back and forth, fighting through the midfield. Delaware finally with a little bit of open space. Rachel Austin had it for a second, gave chase as that ball is cleared out by a Mansfield player. Britton Blackstone, number 30, will set up to take the throw in just in front of the Mansfield bench. It's taken short. Toss to Katie Zakowski, also wearing number 30. Her name's just on the back of the jersey. Mansfield looking for some space to try and push the ball forward to start an attack, but Delaware defense is there. Lexi Soroka with the ball, carrying it forward. Finally passes it forward, has good pass forward, but the attacker on the far side of the field was just offside. The ref, sideline judge on the near side, had his flag raised. So Delaware will have Mansfield will have a free kick. Soroka with the ball. Delaware trying to find some space to move the ball forward. Ball comes forward to Katie Zakowski. Kendall Duke sends it forward. Paige Wilson giving a little bit of chase, but that ball will roll all the way back to the Mansfield keeper, who will punt it into the midfield. Mansfield moving forward on the attack. Good work there by Soroka to get a foot to it to knock that one out of play. Holds up play for a second. As Mansfield will set up for another throw-in. Throw-in is taken. Soroka gets to that one as well. Zakowski passes it forward but not out of danger. Kendall Duke with the ball, passes it over to number 6, Sarah Gundler. Gunler playing forward, looking for number 11, Lindsay Whitmore. Not quite able to make the connection. Ball comes all the way back to Bryn Blackstone, who will send it back to her keeper, who will just play that one forward. Ball comes up to Zakowski, who passes it to Duke. Duke pops it up forward, looking for Wilson or Whitmore potentially. But the Mansfield defender gets to that one first. Attackers likely knew they were offside, so they held up to avoid a flag. Mansfield carries the ball forward. That one's knocked out for a Mansfield throw-in on the far sideline. No scoreboard here this afternoon, or this morning. That ball comes into the box. Bryn Blackstone plays it over to number 5, Sela Whitney, who will clear it out. Finds a Mansfield player, who will start moving things forward again. The ball comes into the box. Good work defensively there by Delaware to force that ball over the end line for a corner kick. So Mansfield will have their second corner kick of the morning. That one will come from the far sideline. Delaware with everyone set up in the box. Kick comes in. Mansfield player gets a head to it. Rogers might have also gotten a hand to it. Pops back out to another Mansfield attacker who tries to have a shot but is popped over the net for a Delaware goal kick. As I was saying before that recent corner kick, no scoreboard today, so there's no official clock aside from the referee's whistle. I have about 13 minutes elapsed so far by my own watch. The score is 0-0. There have been a few chances by the book for both sides, but nothing of major consequence thus far. Zakowski plays it forward, plays it over to Rachel Austin. Austin sends it forward looking for Whitmore. Whitmore giving chase. Bit of a heavy touch there at the end, as that one will roll out for a Mansfield goal kick. A good-looking build-up there for Delaware Rising, but just a little too heavy on that final touch. Unable to make something happen from it as play will restart on a goal kick. Delaware still with possession. Gundler sends it forward looking for Zakowski, but it goes all the way to the Mansfield keeper. Ball rolls along the ground into the midfield. Mansfield moving forward with the ball with a little bit of open space. Good work there by Sela Whitney to pick that one up. Ball rolls out. Whitmore picked it up and tried to take it quickly. Forced to pause by the referee before taking the throw in. The Gunler plays it forward, has Rachel Austin. Austin tried to do a little back and forth to try and move the ball forward, but loses possession of it for the moment. Delaware recovers the ball. Kendall Duke, number 10, passes it back to number 20, Madison Starr. Bit of back and forth between Starr and Soroka here in the defensive end as they try and find a little bit of open space to move the ball forward. Finds Blackstone on the near sideline, but unable to keep the ball in play. As that one will roll out for a Mansfield throw-in. Pause for a second as Mansfield makes a few substitutions before the throw-in. Play restarts. Ball forced out again by Duke, number 10. So Mansfield will set up a few yards further towards the Delaware goal for another throw-in. Throw is taken short. Number 20, Starr has it. Plays it forward looking for Whitmore. So that final last touch came off of Delaware. Another pause for some more Mansfield substitutions. Nope, no pause. Head referee didn't see the flag from either of his side judges, so play will continue until the next stoppage. Whitmore carrying the ball up along the far side. Signals that the ball went out. So now play pauses for a couple of Mansfield substitutions. A good collection of fans, mostly for the home side this morning. Most of them sitting right along the far sideline, so they will have a good front row seat to any and every ball that rolls over the touch line. Play restarts on the throw-in. Ball's sent forward, where the Mansfield defense will pick it up and start carrying it forward. Delaware maybe not pressing in the defensive zone as much as they would normally like to, just with their lack of bench. Can't even call it a shortage of a bench. They just have no bench at the moment. This play stops for a free kick for Mansfield. So look for Delaware to maybe play a little more conservatively, just to help everyone maintain energy for the full 90. Bit of back and forth in the midfield. Duke has the ball, plays it, looking for Whitmore across the field, but the Mansfield defender gets to that one first. As Mansfield will take possession back. Ball switched as Mansfield try to find some open space for an attack. Sela Whitney, good work there defensively to keep that ball. Keep it with Delaware, send it forward. Delaware's faced a few attacks so far in this first half, but good work defensively to make sure that Mansfield is unable to sustain an attack. Be interesting to see how that plays out as the game continues, as we get deeper into the game. Mansfield still looking for some space to try to find an attack, find a shot. Delaware takes possession again. It's Kendall Duke carrying the ball through the midfield. Passes it forward. Has Whitmore. Whitmore giving chase with a little bit of space near the other touchline. Ooh. Ball rolls all the way through a couple of defenders and finds its way to the Mansfield keeper. Who will punt it forward to restart the Mansfield attack. Blackstone giving some pressure onto the Mansfield ball carrier, not allowing for an easy look forward. Delaware finally able to take possession back again. Zukowski has it, tries to cross it over, looking for Whitmore. But the ball does find its way back to Delaware. Rachel Austin plays it forward. Just a little too far for Wilson or Whitmore. Just about halfway through the first half, give or take. Still a scoreless 0-0 tie. Number 11 has a shot into the box, but it'll roll over the end line for a rising goal kick. No challenge on the keeper, Rogers, there. So Mansfield will make another substitution before play restarts on the goal kick. Rogers plays the ball forward, looking for Zukowski. The ball touched off of the Mansfield player before rolling out of bounds. So Delaware will maintain possession. Blackstone will have the throw in on the near side. Hits Wilson with the pass. Wilson with a few defenders in tow, trying to take the ball away. She passes it back to Blackstone. Bit of a short pass from Soroka, looking for Duke. But good work there defensively by Delaware to recover. Whitney coming along the far sideline, carrying the ball upfield with some open space still coming. Finally slows down a little bit, looking for a teammate to pass to. Loses it for a second, gets the ball back, crosses it into the box. Looking for Wilson, but the ball finds its way to the keeper. So the ball rolled out of play for a Delaware Rising goal kick. We'll pause for a second for a water break. It is a little bit warm this morning. Temperature at game time was about 75 degrees, but it does feel a little bit humid. So temperature feels like it might be a little closer to 80. Air is also very stagnant, so there's not a lot of breeze, which doesn't help. So we'll pause for a few minutes for a water break, and we will be back momentarily. The short water break finishes up as everyone gets reset for play to start back up on the Delaware Rising goal kick. Mansfield out for the goal kick, setting up an attack, looking for a little bit of open space. Good work there by Blackstone to put some pressure on the ball carrier. Not completely out of danger just yet. The Mansfield player looking for a little bit of daylight. Good work defensively by Delaware to make sure that there is no daylight as finally the ball is played forward. Up looking for Sikowski. Mansfield able to keep the ball in for the moment, but it finally rolls out for a Rising throw-in. Duke sends it across the field. Looked like she might have been looking for Madison Starr, but the ball goes all the way across to Sela Whitney. A bit of a miscommunication, but fortunately the ball will roll out for another Delaware goal kick. Duke with the ball coming through the midfield. Finds number 6, Sarah Gundler. Gundler plays it forward. Has Whitmore. Whitmore with a right-footed shot. Pops it over the goal. Out for a Mansfield throw-in, or goal kick. This play will pause for another set of substitutions for Mansfield. Mansfield bringing the ball up the field, looking for an attack. Finally, Madison Starr able to send that one out for a throw-in. Rogers will punt the ball into the midfield. Mansfield setting up for an attack. Delaware back on defense as that attempted shot rolls all the way back to Rogers, who will punt the ball forward, finds Whitmore just about at midfield. Whitmore turns and starts running with the ball upfield, loses it to the defender for a second, still fighting, trying to get the ball back. That ball will roll out for a Delaware Rising throw-in, as Mansfield will make another couple substitutions before play restarts. In that time, Sela Whitney will come in and take the throw-in as opposed to Lindsey Whitmore. Duke plays it forward looking for Sikowski, as that ball will roll over the touchline for a Delaware Rising throw-in. Just in front of the Mansfield bench, number 30, Bryn Blackstone will take the throw. Long throw finds Rachel Austin. This referee will stop play. A little too physical from Austin. So Mansfield will restart things on a free kick of their own. It's been very back and forth so far this morning. Both teams have had their opportunities, but nobody has really been able to find the daylight to really test either keeper. Imagine things will open up a little bit more as the game progresses. So about 10 minutes or so left in the first half. Score still is 0-0. Play stops on a Mansfield foul. Delaware will set up to take a free kick. From just inside the midfield third. Duke plays it forward looking for Wilson. Slide tackle there by Gundler to try and pop the ball away, unable to do it as Mansfield continues pushing forward. A light shot finds its way to another Mansfield player who turns and tries a bit of an awkward shot, which bounces its way to Rogers, who picks it up with no issue, and she will restart on the punt. Ball comes forward. Gundler finding Lindsey Whitmore, just a bit too heavy of a touch, as that one will roll all the way out for another Mansfield goal kick. Mansfield will make some more substitutions before play restarts. Referee signals for a foul against Mansfield, so Delaware will set up with a free kick. Just inside the attacking third. Kendall Duke will set up to take the free kick. Pausing to give her teammates a chance to get set up around the box. The kick comes in, looking for Paige Wilson. The Mansfield defender gets to it first. That ball is cleared out of danger for the moment. That'll be out for a Delaware throw-in. Soroka will set up, takes the throw-in, finds Wilson for a second. Wilson unable to maintain possession of the ball. Starr gives chase, finally catches up to it and sends it out to Sela Whitney. Whitney into the middle for Austin. He's unable to corral that one. Soroka up to Duke. Near side to Blackstone. Blackstone forward for Zakowski. Zakowski giving chase. The defender will get to that one first. That ball finds its way back to the keeper, who'll send it forward and out for a Delaware throw-in. Blackstone will have the throw right around the Mansfield bench. Finds Paige Wilson. Wilson trying to cross it over to Whitmore. Just a little too far forward, and it finds its way back to the Mansfield keeper. As I mentioned previously, there have been a pretty good set of possession for both sides, but neither team able really to find either that final touch or that open space to try and have a really good look at the net. Ball has spent a lot of time pinging back and forth across midfield, in the midfield, as Mansfield starts an attack. Duke giving the attacker fits. Ball's passed out. Attacker will have a shot, but it's popped well over the net. High and very short. So Delaware will set up for another goal kick. Just about 4 or 5 minutes left in the first half. Ooh, Mansfield attacker moves into the box, has a shot. Soroka puts her hands up more in self-defense than anything. Draws penalty call from the referee. The build-up play there from Blackstone. The attacker got in behind her. Is on the penalty. Mansfield takes a 1-0 lead here late in the first half. Delaware maybe not necessarily happy with that call, but I suppose by the law it is a handball. Regardless, Delaware finds themselves in a 1-0 hole. As Sarah Gundler tries a very long-range shot. On the restart, Paige Wilson intercepts the punt from the keeper. Has a shot, but it rolls wide. Mansfield will have a goal kick here in the waning moments of the first half. Another short goal kick finds its way to Paige Wilson for a second. Duke carrying the ball forward, has a shot, deflects off of the Mansfield defender. Gundler has a long-range shot. Keeper falls to her knees for a second, finally able to regain herself and corral that ball. Punted out for a Delaware Rising throw-in. Duke with a little bit of space, plays it forward to Zakowski. Zakowski, Austin calling for it. Ball played forward, she finds Austin. Austin coming along the near side, just inside the box. Carries it in, has a shot, near angle shot that the keeper is able to catch and corral. Good look there for Rachel Austin, just not quite able to put it in the back of the net as Mansfield carries the ball through the midfield. Played forward a little bit too strong. Rogers comes up, sends that one forward into the midfield. Gundler to Soroka, back to Gundler. Gundler plays it up to Austin. Rachel Austin plays it forward, looking to hit Zakowski moving forward, but just finds the defender. Starr finds Whitney on the near side, or on the far side. Whitney plays it forward. He's looking for Wilson or Whitmore. Ball comes across the field, finds Zakowski. Zakowski trying to find Blackstone. Mansfield still setting up, trying for a late half attack. Pass is deflected by Zukowski. Zukowski giving chase. Mansfield with a little bit more of a sustained attack here in the final moments of the first half. The pass is intercepted by Rachel Austin. Rachel Austin passes it to Sarah Gundler. Gundler looking for Whitmore. As the keeper will come up and corral that one as the referee blows his whistle, signaling the end of the first half. After 45 minutes, Delaware find themselves in a 1-0 hole on a late first half penalty from Mansfield. Stay tuned. We have about a 10 to 15 minute break, and we'll be back for the start of the second half. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back. The second half is just about ready to get underway. Delaware, unfortunately, find themselves in a 1-0 deficit. So they will look to come out in the second half looking for a tying goal. Maybe see if they come out with some fighting energy. Try and even this game up early on. Everyone's getting set up. Referee checks his watch, signals for the start of the second half, and we are underway. Wilson takes the kickoff, sends it back to Rachel Austin. Delaware trying to push forward. Duke and Gundler fighting for the ball in the midfield. Austin comes down with it. Ball bounces off the referee. It's Delaware will maintain possession. Gundler with a long-range shot. Finds its way to the keeper, who will catch it with no issues there. Gundler finds Austin. Austin with a shot, deflects off of the defender. Over to Whitmore for a second. Whitmore has a shot. It deflects off of the crossbar. Bounces out to Paige Wilson, who has a shot. But unfortunately, the Mansfield keeper is right there. So good look there early on for Delaware Rising. Mansfield starting a counter with a counterattack of their own. That shot deflects off the crossbar. Comes back out to a Mansfield attacker. Finally cleared away by Blackstone. Ball will roll out over the touchline for a Mansfield throw-in deep in the Delaware zone. Ball's thrown into the box. Pops back out to the Mansfield attacker, who has a shot caught by Rogers. Both teams punishing the woodwork here early in the second half. Mansfield carrying the ball through the midfield. Austin takes it away. Passes it back to Duke. Duke sends it forward, looking for Whitmore. The Mansfield keeper comes up to meet her and sends it back into the midfield. Delaware trying to press forward. Soroka carrying the ball across midfield, loses possession as Mansfield starts playing back. Pass is deflected. Shot is deflected, off of Whitney and rolls back to the keeper, Rogers, who'll punt it forward into the midfield. Soroka carrying the ball forward. Finally turns again and passes into some no man's land between Whitney and Madison Starr. Starr passes it up to Duke, passes it back to Soroka, hits Gundler in the midfield. Gundler plays it forward, looking for Sikowski on the far side. Challenge between the Mansfield attacker and Katie Sikowski. The ball rolls out for a Delaware throw-in. Play pauses for a second as one of the Mansfield players, the one who made the challenge on Zakowski, is a little bit slow to her feet. But play restarts. Whitmore with an open shot, some open space. Sends it just a little bit wide. A good look. Can tell she was frustrated. I knew she should have hit the back of the net with that one, but Mansfield will restart things on a goal kick. Delaware has had a few good looks so far in the second half. Still looking to convert one. Good work there by Soroka to turn and fire that ball off of the Mansfield attacker and give Delaware a throw in their own end. Another shot deflected or blocked by Soroka. That went outside of the box. Gundler finds Rachel Austin in the middle. Rachel Austin sends it forward. Lindsay Whitmore onside, giving chase. Carries it in, shoots it. Right-footed shot, hits the back of the net. And just like that, Delaware Rising find themselves back even in this game. Great build-up play there from Rachel Austin up to Lindsay Whitmore. Lindsay Whitmore carried it as close to the keeper as she could get before firing it into the back of the net. Here, 6.5 minutes into the second half, Delaware have their equalizing goal. Mansfield will restart things on the kickoff. Here in a brand new ball game, tied at 1-1. Kendall Duke looking for Paige Wilson up front, but the Mansfield defender gets to it first. Mansfield switch the play up. Whitmore there to take the ball away, switches it back over, looking for Zakowski on the far side. A bit of a fight between Mansfield and Zakowski as that one will roll out for a Mansfield throw-in. Some fighting along the far side between Paige Wilson and the Mansfield defense. The Mansfield will win that fight. Pass intercepted through the middle by Gundler. Drops it back to Blackstone, who sends it forward to Wilson. Wilson trying to find Kendall Duke, but the pass is intercepted for a second. But Soroka there to take that one away. Soroka coming up, has a shot of her own. The near post. The Mansfield keeper able to catch that one. Lexi Soroka coming way upfield. Having a shot of her own. Unfortunately didn't find the back of the net, but Delaware certainly not coy about taking chances as Mansfield comes back up. Mansfield attacker has a shot that sails wide right. Very fortunate for Delaware that one went wide because the Mansfield attacker had lots and lots of open space. Delaware was clamoring for an offside call. The referee on the near side content to leave his flag down. But nonetheless, play restarts on the goal kick for Delaware. Ball comes into the midfield. Sikowski fighting. The ball rolls for a Delaware throw-in. Good fight. Good fight through the midfield. Delaware trying to maintain possession, looking for a whistle from the referee. But Wilson turns, sends it forward, and it rolls out for a Mansfield throw-in. So we'll pause before the upcoming throw-in for Mansfield to make a substitution. More fighting through the midfield. As Delaware looks to take the ball back, they finally do. Paige Wilson with the ball, with a couple of defenders surrounding her. Sikowski on the far side with the ball. Crosses it, hits the defender, gets it back, and crosses in the middle looking for Rachel Austin. Mansfield able to clear it out for the moment. So Delaware pushing. Delaware putting a lot more forward pressure in the second half. The back line playing way up close to midfield. Sikowski giving chase. The defender sends that one out for a Delaware Rising corner kick. So Whitmore setting up in the far corner to take the kick. She's got almost everybody in the box. Gundler near post. Long kick taken. Rachel Austin got ahead to it. Not out of danger yet as the ball's popping around. It's still popping around in the mouth of the goal. Still popping around. And Mansfield finally able to clear it out of the box for the moment. Boy, that was some good goal-scoring opportunities there for Delaware. Not completely free and clear yet. That ball sent out, hits the referee on the sideline. That one will be out for a Delaware throw-in. Delaware with a good look. Good set of offensive chances there on that last corner kick. Not quite able to find the back of the net, but they had a few good looks as that one rolls out for a corner kick. So Whitmore will set up to take another corner. Delaware second here early in the second half. We'll see if they can make something happen. Had a good look in their previous one. Ball comes in again. Finds the foot of Rachel Austin. She traps it, unable to turn and have a shot as it's cleared out. But Soroka picks it up, finds Austin again. Austin turns and has a shot, which will sail just right of the goal. So play will pause as Mansfield will make some substitutions before play restarts. Play restarts on the goal kick as Mansfield sends that one up into the midfield. Some open space. Referee whistles, giving Delaware a free kick just inside the Mansfield half of the field. It looks like Duke will be the one to take the kick. Kick comes forward, sent right back by Mansfield. Ball deflects off the hand of the Mansfield defender for a Delaware free kick in the midfield. So Duke will set up to take the free kick. Sent short to Soroka. Soroka with a little bit of a heavy touch as that ball finds its way back to Mansfield. Pass from Mansfield intercepted by number 6, Sarah Gundler. Sends it back to Madison Starr, who returns the favor. Gundler carrying the ball has another long shot. That one will roll out for another Mansfield goal kick. Gundler having a few long looks at goal. Only a couple have really been of any threat, but sometimes just putting it on, sometimes just putting it towards the goal and see what happens. Sometimes good things can happen. But Rachel Austin with the ball, with a little bit of space. Runs right past the defender, tries a shot. The keeper gets a couple of hands to it, manages to keep it out of the net. Delaware playing, seems like they think they can take advantage of some miscue that they see from the opposing keeper. So it seems like they're not shy about taking long-range shots if they think they can put something into the back of the net. But Zakowski with the ball on the far side, crosses into the middle, looking for Austin. Mansfield with the throw in near the midfield. A lot of fighting still through the midfield between both sides. Neither team really able to find some open space here in the last couple of moments. Play restarts on the Mansfield throw-in. Number 20 tried to find some open space but passes it out. Long-range shot. Rogers is there to corral that one. Rolls it up to Whitney. Whitney carrying it up with some space into the midfield. Ball's passed back and finds Soroka. Soroka over to Starr. Gets the ball back. Soroka plays it forward. Has Zakowski on the far side. Zakowski giving chase. Gets to it first. Comes back in. Crosses in the middle, or passes in the middle to Rachel Austin. Austin with a bit of a move. Tries a shot. As that one will be out for a Mansfield goal kick. Just past the hour mark here in the match. Delaware find themselves even 1-1. Had an early 50th minute goal from Lindsay Whitmore, which erased the penalty from late in the first half from Mansfield. Delaware have had a few more open looks this half than they had in the first half. It's only netted them one goal so far, but Putting pressure usually leads to good things. Rogers sends it forward into the midfield, looking for Sikowski. As that ball rolls out near midfield. Tried to take the throw quickly, looking for Paige Wilson, but unfortunately the Mansfield defender was there to get to it first. Starr gives it to Soroka. Soroka carries it up a little bit before hitting Rachel Austin with a pass through the midfield. Austin sending it well upfield, where the Mansfield keeper picks it up. Punts it forward. Kendall Duke receives it. One-touch pass to Rachel Austin. Duke gets the ball back. Duke plays it forward. Has Whitmore on the near side. Defender giving chase. Bit of a fight in the near corner. Whitmore turns, has a shot. The Mansfield keeper is there to catch that one. Delaware will have a throw-in near to the Mansfield bench. Mansfield making a substitution before the throw-in comes. Ball played forward into the midfield. Delaware not quite able to move it into the attacking half as Mansfield. Ball crossed into the middle. Player turns and tries a shot. Miss hit it and it flies out for a goal kick. Pause again for the water break of the second half. We'll pause for just a moment or two. Just about halfway through the second half. Delaware still even at 1-1. Had some good looks. Hoping for more. Delaware will get things restarted. Coming out of the water break, Bree Rogers takes the goal kick. Mansfield with a throw in deep in Delaware territory. Long throw comes into the box, finds the Mansfield attacker. Comes into the middle where Delaware's able to clear it out of the box. Ball comes upfield. Rachel Austin giving chase through the middle. The Mansfield defender is able to get to it first and drops it back to her keeper. Play stopped for a foul against Sela Whitney. Mansfield will make a substitution before the oncoming free kick. Ball rolls out for a Delaware throw-in. Deep in their own zone. Whitney will set up to take the throw-in. Throws it in the middle to Rachel Austin. Austin had possession for a second. Lost it as the Mansfield player will send it into the box where Bree Rogers is able to pick it up with no issue. Delaware moving up through the midfield. Whitmore passes to Duke. Duke sends it forward, looking for Austin, but she's lined up just offside. Just about even with the camera. Free kick comes. Mansfield trying to move the ball forward. Good fight in the mid. Good fight from Duke to try and take the ball back. Still fighting. Mansfield carrying the ball along the near side, crosses it into the middle, misses her fellow attacker. The ball rolls to the far side of the box, not out of danger yet. Finally, cross attempted, deflects off of a Delaware defender, and that'll be out for a Mansfield corner kick on the far side. Ball swung into the middle, where it is popped over the net. A dangerous spot there for Delaware Rising. Fortunately, the Mansfield attacker was not able to get a clean foot to it. So it pops over the net. Delaware will have a goal kick. So About 15 minutes in stoppage remaining. The score is still 1-1. Ball out on the near attempted cross into the box, goes wide out for a Delaware Rising goal kick. Ball found its way into the near corner in the Delaware half. The Mansfield player was not able to turn and get a good cross into the box. So Rogers will restart things on the goal kick. Austin with the ball in the midfield. Passes it to Duke. Duke looking for Whitmore. Just a little bit of miscommunication. Whitmore didn't time her run to start moving forward as that ball rolls for a Delaware throw-in. Wilson with the ball, tries a shot, blocked by the defender. Gets it back, crosses it low into the middle, looking for another Delaware attacker, but no one's there. Cleared out by the Mansfield defense, but not completely out of danger as the ball comes into the middle for Austin. Now Mansfield will start moving back up into the midfield. Gundler looking for Austin, finds her for a second, loses it. Ball played forward, looking for Lindsay Whitmore, but Whitmore is offside. Whitmore with the ball, plays it forward, runs past her defender, still coming up with a little bit of space, has a shot, hits it wide into the far side of the net. Just like that, Delaware Rising get their first lead of the morning, the afternoon at this point. Second goal of the morning from Lindsay Whitmore. Beats the keeper on the low right side of the goal. In the just about 10 minutes or so left in the game, Lindsay Whitmore doubles her goal total for the day, gives Delaware Rising their first lead of the day. Score now stands at 2-1 in favor of Delaware Rising. Rachel Austin sends it forward looking for Sikowski, Katie Sikowski. Sikowski coming up on the far side. Pulls it back just for a moment. Crosses into the middle. Still carrying it, drops it to Rachel Austin. Austin trying to make some moves, but unfortunately the Mansfield defenders take the ball away. Ball coming up through the midfield. Mansfield trying to get an attack set up. The ball's played forward where Rogers scrambles up to scoop that one up before a Mansfield attacker can get to it. Ball punted forward looking for Whitmore. Whitmore pops it up. Ball roll out just in front of the Mansfield in front of the Mansfield bench for a Mansfield throw-in. Throw-in comes. Mansfield, the cross into the box. Knocked away by number 30, Brent Blackstone, out for a Mansfield corner kick. A defensive test here for Delaware in the waning stages of the game. A corner kick coming from the near corner. Delaware defense. Ball crosses into the middle. Rogers finally comes over and jumps up to get it. The ball found its way through some traffic all the way to the opposite side of the box where Rogers was finally able to corral it. Delaware defense able to stand pat. Mansfield coming forward. Soroka giving challenge. The ball hits off of the crossbar or the post or something. Ricochets back out into play. Rolls out for a Mansfield throw-in. Looks like it ricocheted off the post. Just based on the angle that it ricocheted out, but Delaware fighting in their own end. Cleared out by Soroka. So another Mansfield throw-in deep in Delaware territory. Long throw comes into the box. Off the heads of a couple of Delaware players. Finally out, coming up to the midfield. Whitmore fighting off a couple of defenders. Still fighting. Good slide tackle to try and keep possession. Ball ricochets off of Sela Whitney, out for a Mansfield throw-in. Ball sent back into the Mansfield territory. About 7 minutes or so remaining in the game. Gunler and Blackstone giving chase. The ball crossed into the middle. Attempted cross into the middle, but it sails out of bounds behind the goal. So Delaware setting up for another goal kick. Attempted cross into the middle, deflects off of one of the Delaware defenders, out for another Mansfield corner kick. Coming from the far side. Mansfield player sets up for a right-footed kick. Ball swung into the middle. Doesn't find anybody. Mansfield player unable to corral the ball and get a good shot off, so that one will roll out for a Delaware goal kick. Paige Wilson fighting off a few defenders in the midfield. Not quite able to find some open space. That ball rolls out of play near midfield on the far side. Delaware will have a throw in after this Mansfield substitution. Ball sent forward by Sela Whitney up to Lindsay Whitmore, who drops it back to Duke. Duke plays it forward looking for Whitney. Whitney onside. It's the call from the referee. Whitmore with a lot of open space, one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, she has a shot. It goes just wide left. Whitmore a little bit slow to her feet, but she is up. A good run there. One-on-one with the keeper, just not able to make get the final touch or the final move that she needed, as that one rolls out for a rising throw-in. Just about 2 minutes and some change left. Move up a few yards. Whitney will take the throw in again. Finds Rachel Austin. Austin with a little bit of space, but loses possession. Delaware coming back on defense. Pass from the Mansfield midfielder goes a little bit wide, out for a Delaware throw-in. Thrown short to Whitmore again. Kick taken, deflects off of, looks like Wilson. Yep. So ball deflects off of Wilson, out for a Mansfield throw-in. The throw comes. Ball popped over a couple of defenders, but it rolls harmlessly back to Rogers. Ball punted forward. Whitmore gets to it. Good fight. Passes it forward to Rachel Austin. Referee signals for advantage. Austin sends it to Sikowski. Sikowski crosses it back into the middle. Mansfield carrying the ball through the midfield. Soroka giving chase to the ball carrier. Ball's crossed all the way across the box. Rolls out for a Delaware goal kick. So signal from the referee is 2 additional minutes of stoppage time, likely just accounting for the couple minutes of the water break. So Delaware clinging to a 2-1 lead right now, 2 minutes remaining. Another ball sent into the box for Rogers to corral. Ball sent out for a Delaware throw-in on the far sideline. In the waning moments of the ball game, Blackstone will set up to take the throw. Throw comes, looks, finds Paige Pinion. Fighting along the far sideline between Blackstone and the Mansfield defender. Mansfield carrying the ball up through the midfield. Delaware trying to get back on defense. That ball rolls out for another rising throw-in. Just about 30 seconds and some change left. This very well could be the final attacking option for Mansfield. The ball's popped up in the air. Wide and out for a rising goal kick. Rogers sets up for the goal kick here in the last few seconds. Sends the ball in play. Hits the Mansfield midfielder. Played forward. Pinion giving chase. Wilson giving chase. Pass is intercepted by Whitmore. Whitmore chasing down the ball on the near sideline. Out into the corner. Content to try and kill time. Ooh. Whitmore attempting to cross the ball into the middle. Make solid contact with the leg of the Mansfield defender. She's up and moving around, but certainly the play restarts on the throw-in. Referee signals for the final whistle. Final score this afternoon for Delaware for this women's nozzle soccer game. Delaware Rising 2, Mansfield Liederkranz 1. 2 goals from Lindsay Whitmore make the difference as Delaware Rising come away with another win. So make sure you stay tuned. We will have another live stream coming up here, hopefully in about 20 or 30 minutes or so, as the Delaware Rising men's squad will take on Mansfield Liederkranz as well. We'll have a separate live stream for that. Make sure you keep an eye on the social media accounts for future games, future updates. The next women's match is next Saturday, I believe, at 3 p.m. as the Delaware Rising women's squad will take on Amish Country United. That is an away game, so hopefully we will have a live stream for you, but we will have to see. So, as always, up the Rising. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning/afternoon. Make sure you stick around for the men's match starting here in about, hopefully, 15 to 20 minutes or so. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon.